once again, and we will continue to discuss on page 19, 119, and we are now in question number B. Okay, in the second sample answer. I don't care what the experts say. I know that when I'm under a lot of stress, my health suffers. And then when the stress eases up, I feel better. It seems to me that a lot more research on the connection needs to be done. Okay, this person is telling that whenever he is stressed, then his health also goes down or suffers. Do you also feel this way? That when you are stressed, your health also is not good? Do you feel the same way?
Yes.
Yes, I think everyone does. When we are facing a lot of stress, of course, our body energy also will decline and we will also easily get tired. We will also easily get fatigued. Okay, so that is why a lot of people are avoiding stress. A lot of people are avoiding stress. Okay, now this time, please read the sample answer. Number 4.
A lot of diseases like scurvy and
Biri.
beriberi are
Yes.
caused by dietary uh,
Deficiency.
deficiency.
Yes.
Malnutrition is
Malnutrition.
crossed out the third world, but we don't give enough thought to the problems of uh, obs- obesity, especially in rich countries. There, the problem is not insufficient, but over sufficient diet, either extremely not healthy food or too much of it causes severe problems.
Okay, a lot of diseases like scurvy and beriberi are directly caused by a dietary deficiency. Now, these forms of diseases are examples of lack of dietary intake. Okay, when there is less of food consumption, then yeah, your diet will become also affected. That is why these diseases are being experienced by the people. Okay, example, there the problem is not insufficient but over sufficient diet. Okay, so as what I have told you last time, both the rich and the poor countries are having problems when it comes to diet. Now, for the poor countries, they are facing insufficient diets because they don't have enough money, they don't have enough food. So the tendency is they will suffer from insufficient food, and that resulted to malnutrition and beriberi. But for other countries, for rich countries, their problem is over sufficient diet, meaning to say there are there are many diets. There are many foods available. So the tendency is they have over sufficient, or that means they will, yeah, the one of the problems we have seen now in the television about the rich countries are being obese. Okay? So the obesity cases also is now increasing these days, not only for the old people, but of course also to the young people. Okay, please read number 2
The
here.
even
Even
non, even non-dietary diseases can be the aggravated, right? Aggravated
aggravated, yes.
aggravated by poor eating habits. A sick person needs to eat sufficient quantities of food to keep his strength.
Sufficient.
uh, Sufficient.
Okay. Quantities.
Yeah, but if he eats too much, he may gain excess weight and put more strain on his heart. Foods also affect the circulation, the storage of energy, and um, digestion, all of which play a large role in maintaining health.
Okay. Even non-dietary diseases can be can be aggravated by poor eating habits. A sick person needs to eat sufficient quantities of food to keep his strength up, but if he eats too much, he may gain excess weight and put more strain on his heart. Foods also affect the circulation, the storage of energy, and the digestion, all which play a large role in maintaining health. Okay. So there are more bad effects also of having of over sufficient food. Okay, there are also many health risks when a person has over sufficient food intake. Okay, so both the over sufficient and the insufficient are having bad effects to health. Number 5, please read. Did you ever go to an emergency room? If so, when and why?
The last time I went to an emergency room, none of the doctors or nurses seemed to think there were any emergencies there. Patients were sitting or lying around, many of them suffering from severe wounds or traumas, with no one available to take care of them. I sat there for over 2 hours before any doctor examined me, and then it took another 2 hours to get treated. I feel that I could have stayed home and let nature help me, and I wouldn't have been any worse off. But then I would have missed out on that inflated bill the hospital sent me.
Okay. So the last time when I went to an emergency room, none of the doctors or nurses seemed to think listen, patients were sitting or lying around, many of them suffering from severe wounds or traumas with no one available to take care of them. I sat there for over 2 hours before any doctor examined me, and then it took another 2 hours to get treated. I feel that I could have stayed home and let nature heal me, and I wouldn't have been any worse off. But then, si Rico na, but then I would have missed out on the inflated bill the hospital sent me. Yes, this person is sharing his bad experience. This person is sharing his bad experience about being not treated well. Being not treated well in the hospital when he was in the emergency room, when he was confined in the emergency room. Okay. Yes. So he has a bad experience. What about you? When you have you experienced, yeah, bad when you were in the hospital, when you had a checkup? Mm. Did you have any bad experience with the doctors, with the nurse?
Um, Maybe just I remember in my past when one time my mother had to went to hospital for emergency situation.
Mm-mm.
And
Mm-mm.
I mm, I I heard many other people surround me told me how to prepare some money for taking for the doctor if I want my mother receive the good service from doctor. So that's either bad experience in my mind, and I think that really terrible in my country. And of course, at the moment, the money, the people when receive more service from the hospital or the doctor, we also prepare some money for Bible the doctor. So that's really terrible at the moment.
Terrible. Yes, yes, yes. It adds stress to the patient as well as, yeah, the family member of the patients. Yes, I don't like that behavior of the nurses and doctors, yeah, in the hospital, especially to emergency cases when they are treating the patient that way, because it adds stress. It adds stress to the patient as well as to the people, to the member of the family. Yeah. That is why this person here is telling that he should supposed to stay at home, and he was not had a bad experience. It's very bad. Oh, let's have first the difficult words. Is up, become weaker. Yeah, is up, become weaker. Malnutrition, condition in which body does not have necessary food. Malnutrition, condition in which the body does not have necessary food. Obesity, condition of being too fat in a way that is dangerous to one's health. Yes, obesity. Obesity is also dangerous to one's health. Another, aggrave, make worse. Miss out, lose a chance for something. Deficiency, lack or shortage. Heal, become healthy and sound. Inflated, too high, exaggerated. Wardroom in hospital. Okay, so these are the difficult words, yeah, we have in this page. Now in number 6, do you regularly get a medical checkup? Why or why not? I used to get a checkup every year, but I stopped. The doctor never found anything wrong with me, so he would tell me things I already knew, like maybe you should lose some weight, or it would be a good idea if you stop smoking. Eventually, this just seemed like a waste of time and money. So I quit going and I never felt better. Okay. This person is telling his experience that yes, he used to have a medical checkup every year, but then, yeah, there was nothing wrong with his health. And the doctor, yeah, told him to do the things that, yeah, he usually do. Like, for example, losing some weight, stop smoking. So that is why he stopped going to his annual or yearly checkup. Please read letter B.
The older I get, the more careful I am about my health. I always get a complete physical every year on my birthday. And sometimes I go in every few months for some specific tests. It's not that I feel bad. Mostly I feel pretty good. But I know that many diseases may be at work in my body a long time before I start feeling any effects. And the early detection may mean the difference between life and death. I haven't tried death yet, so maybe I'm prejudiced, but I know at the moment I prefer life.
The older I get, the more careful I am about my health. I always get a complete physical every year. Complete physical every year on my birthday. And sometimes I go in every few months for some specific tests. It's not that I feel bad. Mostly I feel pretty good. But I know that many diseases may be at work in my body a long time before I start feeling any effects. And that early detection may mean the difference between life and death. I haven't tried death yet, so maybe I'm prejudiced, but I know at the moment I prefer life. Oh, this person is positive on having an early checkup, a regular checkup, because he says that it is better to always have early checkup, yeah, of oneself to detect, yeah, body sicknesses earlier also. So this one. Next, we have physical means medical examination. At work, in action, operating. Detection, discovery. Okay. Now this time, okay. A lot of people, especially among the middle age, are afraid of getting checkups. Do you hear this one? A lot of people are afraid of getting checkups.
Yeah,
Do you? Yes. What about you? Are you afraid of getting medical checkups?
uh, I don't afraid of that. I don't afraid of when I went to doctor take some blood for my body.
Oh, you are afraid of that one when the doctor gets some blood of your body? Yes. It's very scary. Yes, it's very scary. Yes, other also people are afraid of the needle. Needle? Do you know a needle? Yes. When it is being, yeah, injected in the parts of their body, uh yes, they will get afraid. Huh? They are afraid of the needle to be injected in the parts of their body. Okay, so I am the female and you are the male. Please, okay. I missed you yesterday. Where were you?
My heart to go to the hospital for a checkup.
Why do you feel sick?
No, not at all. But I just don't want to take any chances.
Chances.
Yeah, so I get the checkup every year.
Do you have your results yet?
No, the doctor said they'd be ready next week, but I am not worried about them. I'm sure there aren't any problems. What about you? When did you have your last physical?
I know. I don't know. It's been so long, I forget.
That's not very smart. You are not getting any younger. You know, you need to take care of the self.
I don't care of myself. I'm careful about the foods I get. I work out in the gym almost every day.
But that's not enough. You need to have some tests done. There might be something wrong with you that you wouldn't know about until it's too late.
Well, I know, but I'm just too busy to get it done. I keep procrastinating, and the next thing I know, another year has passed, but I'm not too worried. Everything seems fine.
Uh, Nonsense. No matter how busy you are, you know you can take a day off to see a doctor. I think you should make an appointment right now before you forget again.
No, I can't do it now. I have a big contract I'm working on and I can't afford any distractions. Maybe next month. Remind me then.
What are you afraid of?
Nothing. I just don't have time right now. But I'll do it. I promise.
I think you are worried that the doctors really will find something wrong with you. You'd rather be foolishly optimistic about your health than get bad news. But ignoring the problems and pretending it doesn't exist can be fatal, while finding out and then doing something about it could save your life. The best thing that could happen would be that the doctor can't find anything wrong with you, and then you wouldn't have to worry.
But the worst thing would be to find out I had an untreatable ailment.
No, the worst thing would be not finding out you had one that's worth treatable.
Treatable. Okay. What are they talking about?
Um, mm, this conversation talk about one person he or she really like and never feel afraid of check up, but the other they think they really scare something in check up, and the reason they offer is busy or their health are so good at the moment, so you need to go to doctor. Yeah.
Wow, that's very good. Yes, you got it right. This person, the persons here in this conversation are the male are very positive about having a regular checkup because for him it is better, it is important to know the disease early so that it can still be treatable. It can still be treatable. But the girl is very afraid. Yeah, is afraid somewhat. Yes, is somewhat afraid to see the doctor often because yeah, she is afraid of the fact that maybe the doctor will tell her that she has a disease which is untreatable. And she always say that she is busy. She has a lot of things to be done right now. Okay, they have different views about getting to the doctor, oftentimes having a checkup. Now, procrastinate means put off doing, especially out of habit. Procrastinate means put off doing, especially out of habit. Distraction, something that gets one's attention and prevents one from concentrating on something else. Untreatable, of patient, a disease or other condition for whom or which no medical cure is available or possible. Ailment, illness, and usually not a serious one. And usually not a serious one, okay? So procrastinate means putting off something tomorrow. You are procrastinating things. Example, you can do this thing right now, but you would say, oh, tomorrow I am tired now. I have many things to be done now, so I will do it tomorrow. And when tomorrow comes, you will have another reason. Oh, I have to go to the town today, so I have to get to, yeah, that's something tomorrow. That is procrastination. Procrastinate, putting off doing something out of a habit. Yeah, out of a habit. Okay. So we are now in, yeah, issue 40. Yes, we are now in issue 40. But before we will go further, what about you? What is your uh, view? Is it really important for us to go to the doctor and have our regular check or no? Is it important for us to have a regular checkup of our health even if we don't feel sick?
Yeah. In my case, I always go to check up twice a year.
Wow.
Uh, yeah, and that's with me really important. Maybe at the moment my health may be good, but
Yes.
to what happened really in my body happening. So that's why I need to go to hospital for checkup after each 6 months.
Oh.
So at least I understand about my the real situation of my health. Yeah.
Mm-mm. Yes, that's very good. Yes, I also feel you. Yes, because it is very important to know those ailments or diseases early of time so that it can still be treated, because the problem is when you know that ailment or disease, yeah, very late, yeah, you cannot cure them anymore. So it's good to have that, yeah, practice or habit. Next, yeah, let's go to issue 40. And this is about, are they true? Sometimes we take things for granted even though the opposite is true. Two common examples of this counterintuitive phenomenon: the idea of sailing west to get the east. This was Christopher Columbus. Christopher Columbus' insight in 1492. However, instead of finding a shortcut to Asia, he discovered a new continent. Two, on an icy road turning in the direction of the skid. Strangely enough, trying to correct the skid by turning in the opposite direction in an effort to straighten the car actually makes the situation worse. Now, discuss if you think these statements are true or false. Okay? The rich are happier than poor. Is this true or false? What do you think? The rich are happier than poor. True or false?
Almost situation, I think when the people become richer than before, that's also good. But in fact, I also saw many situations when the people really poor. But when the government opened a new road and they receive a big of money from government, and they don't know how they can control that, and they just want to buy everything they want, and after that they become more poor than before. So this situation not good when they become richer than ever.
Yes. So what's your answer? The rich people are happier than poor or no?
Almost the time, I think the people happier than when they become richer.
Okay. Yes, yes. Yes, you think that the rich people are happier than the poor. Number two, childless couples are lonely. Childless means don't have child. Yeah. Childless couples are lonely. Is this true or false?
Um, I don't think the Chinese couples are lonely because they understand the role of having a baby, but they choose Chinese. So maybe that's they feel don't lonely. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So you don't believe that childless couples are lonely. Yeah, not all. Men smoke and drink more than women. Is this true or false?
Uh, in
Men, sm-
in my country, yeah.
it's true. Well-educated people are happier than those with less schooling. True or false?
Um, I don't think the well-educated people are happier than the people less schooling. Because when we have to train better than other people, that's also make our brain higher developed, and that's also make the people really um, affected by other things. And sometimes the well-educated not happier than the people with less. I think so.
Yes, less schooling. People think their own love affairs are real, while those of others are just examples of lust. Is this true or false?
Mm, people think their own affair are real. Rose the answers exam. Or less. I don't understand this meaning.
Intense sexual desire. Other people believe that the purpose of their relationship is just for intense sexual desire. This is what we mean by lust. But other people feel that their love, their relationship with their couple or yeah, with their wife or their girlfriend are true for a lifetime. But other people, they don't think it as true, but because their purpose of having a relationship is to have intense sexual desire. Okay, now let's go back to the question. People think their own love affairs are real, are true, while those of others are just examples of lust or intense sexual desire. Is this true or false?
Um, I don't know the meaning of affair.
Relationship.
Uh,
Relationship is similar to relationship.
I don't have any idea for this question. Yeah.
Okay. So this one depends on the person because there are set of couples believe and consider that their relationship are true, are genuine. But we cannot deny the fact that there are also group of people who are considering their love or their relationship as merely intended for intense sexual desire. So there are two kinds of people. So this may be true to another group of people, but to another who just only think that they need a boyfriend, they need a girlfriend because of this sexual desire. Yeah, there are really people like this. So it depends on the situation. Okay. 6. Many people still marry for money. Is this true or false?
No, yeah, I agree with that.
Yes, many people still marry for money. Yes, there are also some who marry because of love. They love that someone. That is why they marry. There are some also people who marry that someone because of money. 7. Men are smarter than women. True or false?
No, maybe yes. Yeah.
No, maybe yes. Maybe yes. So maybe you are smarter than us women. You men are smarter than us women. Okay, so let's read now the sample answers. It may be true that an average man drinks more than an average woman, but this is mainly due to the average difference in size. Most men outweigh most women by a considerable amount, so they are able to consume larger quantities of liquid. However, along the same lines, one should realize that if a woman consumes one bottle of beer, it represents a larger percentage of her body weight than if a man consumes one. So if the woman drinks as much as the man does, she actually drinks more than he does in relative terms. Okay, so this person is explaining that the reason why men drinks more beverage or alcoholic drinks compared to the women because of their size. Now, men are bigger. Men are bigger than women. So that is why they consume a lot amount of liquid. So according to this person, that is the reason. That is his reason. Yeah, this person is giving his reason that men drink a large amount of liquid or beer compared with the man because basically the men are bigger compared with the woman. Okay. What about number 2? Please read.
We like to think that marrying for money is quiet, right? Quiet habit that does not exist in a modern society. Wrong. Marriage increases the combined earning capacity of both partners while cutting in half their major expenses, such as rent or um, mortgage. So single people are at the serious financial disadvantage.
Yes. Yes, we would like to think that marrying for money is quaint habit. Oh, let's have first the difficult words. Considerable means a lot. Many. There are many. A lot of much. Quaint, attractively unusual or old-fashioned. Quaint, attractively unusual or old-fashioned. Mortgage, loan from a bank in order to buy a real estate. Social drinker, a person who drinks alcohol in moderation, chiefly when socializing. Okay. Along the same lines, in the same way. Along the same lines means in the same way. Okay. Along the same lines means in the same way. Okay. Okay. Quaint means attractively unusual or old-fashioned. Okay. We would like to think that marrying for money is quaint habit that does not exist in a modern society. Wrong. Ano? Marriage increases the combined of earning capacity of both partners while cutting the half in their major expenses such as rent or mortgage. So single person are not a serious financial advantage. Yes, this person is telling that it's it's practical to decide when you decide excuse me for a while, just for a while, for a very important matter, okay? Excuse me for a while. Excuse me for a while.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm back. Now, this person is telling to us that it is okay. Yeah, it is okay, or it's practical to consider about money when you marry to someone because you have to consider also the earning capacity. The earning capacity. This time, it's not good if only one is earning. So, young generations, the young generation, this why are thinking about when they plan to get married to their boyfriend, to their girlfriends, they are also thinking about the earning capacity of their partners. Yeah, when I am a boy, when I am a girl, I have to consider also the financial capacity or the earning capacity of my boyfriend or my husband to be before I will get married to him because it's a major consideration. This time, oh, number one, do you think money can do everything? I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you.
Yes, sorry. Yeah, I think almost the time money can do everything. Yeah.
Yes, money can somehow do everything. Yeah, somehow. Number two, do children makes us laugh or increase our worry? Do children makes us laugh or increase our worry? What do you think?
I think both are broke because when the children really little, almost the time really wonderful when I see when when I can hearing them laughing, playing, and never feel unhappy every time. But when they grow up, that is the time I'm really nervous because I'm not sure about the future and I'm not sure about especially the future of my children. Yeah. So both of our feeling when we saw the children from the baby to grow up.
Okay. So you have both the feeling of making laugh and making worry. Is that what
Yeah.
you mean? Yes. Yes, because as parents, we have also to consider, we have to look forward about the future of our children. We always want to give the best for them in the future. Yes, because we really want to give them the best that we could offer. Okay, the necessary things, the things that makes them happy, the things that make them happy in the future, we want them to give that. Do you believe it when someone says he or she is just a social drinker? Do you believe that
Mm,
one?
maybe
So, social drinker means a person who drinks alcohol in moderation, chiefly when socializing. Do you believe it when someone says he or she is just a social drinker?
Um, do I believe it's when someone says he or she just
A
drink?
social drinker.
The question is, uh, do I believe one thing?
Yes, yes. Do you believe if you encounter a person and then saying that, oh, I am just a social drinker.
I don't believe that.
I am just a person who drinks alcohol in moderation. Okay, like for example, when we are talking, when we are friends, and then I will tell you, oh, I am a social drinker. I am a person who drinks alcohol in moderation. Do you believe when you hear it from someone?
Mm, no, I don't think so. I don't believe. Yeah.
Okay. Number 4. What do you think about people who want to marry for money instead of love? What do you think?
Um, actually, I don't have any experience with this situation because in my case, I just thought I will marry with the people I really love
Yes.
for money. So, but in fact, in our society and especially the modern life, really need money, and many people think she want to marry with a man for protect the higher quality of life, and that's also mean the man she want to marry have a with higher salary at least. So I also saw that in our society a lot. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. When someone um want to marry for money instead of love, it's depend to the person. It's depend to the person because we have different choice in life. Others would choose to marry because of love. Others also would choose to marry because of the money they see in their partner. So it depends on the person.
Yeah.
It depends on their
I feel really concerned about with the people marrying because money. What happening with them if the partner cannot earning money?
Yes. Yes. If the partner cannot already earn money, then I guess they would easily separate ways because the other partner is basically deciding to marry that partner because of the money. And when time comes that his partner or her partner does not have money anymore, so I think they will easily get divorced or separated. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yes, because that is the basic reason of the partner. But if it is love, if love is the reason, then probably when there is difficulty they have experienced along the way, then maybe somehow they could have this patience to continue to solve the problem, helping each other. But if money is the only reason why a person is getting married to someone, then probably, yeah, they don't have the patience to continue. They don't have the patience, and they are not willing to give time to settle the problem and to help solve the problem together. So that's the problem there. See, do you see the situation I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes. What about number 5? Do you think love affairs should be criticized?
Love affair, that means loving with other people while married.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
I think that's true in our society. Yeah, people to should critic criticize with the people love
Yes, having affairs. Yes, that's common. That's common. Yes, of course, because they should know that they have both partners, right? They have both partners, and that they should not have uh, partners. They should have other relationship to each other because they have partners already. They have their wife, they have their husband, they have their girlfriend, they have their boyfriend. So they must be true to these individuals, not unless they have separated. If they are clear that they have stopped the relationship, then that's the time that they could start looking for someone. But if still they are together and then there is another affair, no, that should be criticized. Oh, here. Do you think money can do everything? Please read the sample answer.
Yes, it's quite simple, really. The more resources we comment, the more control we have over any situation. Mind you, money is only one of many kinds of resources. Others include knowledge, expertise, useful contact, health, and personal qualities such as courage and perseverance. But the nice thing about money is that it's used is flexible. If we are unhealthy, we can use it to buy good medical care. If we lack the necessary technical knowledge ourselves, we can hire experts to use their skills on our
Behalf.
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 Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think money can do everything? Now, these are her reasons why she believes or he believes that money can do everything. It is quite simple, really. The more resources we command, the more control we have over any situation. Mind you, money is only one of many kinds of resources. Others include knowledge, expertise, useful contacts, health, and personal qualities such as courage and perseverance. But the nice thing about money is that its use is flexible. If we are unhealthy, we can use to buy good medical care. If we lack the necessary technical knowledge ourselves, we can hire experts to use their skills on our behalf. Okay? So, money can be used in many aspects of our lives. If we don't know to do this something, then we can hire. We can hire someone to do on our behalf. So, that is why he said that money is very important. People who have, okay, please read number 2.
People who have a lot of money fool themselves in thinking it can do anything, but it cannot buy genie, love, friendship, loyalty, or respect, and it cannot um, substitute for good health. Many rich people are alone and in poor physical condition, and their bank accounts are of little comfort to them.
People who have a lot of money fool themselves into thinking it can do anything, but it cannot buy genuine love, friendship, loyalty, or respect, and it cannot substitute for the good health. Many rich people are alone in poor physical condition, and their bank accounts are or little comfort of them. Oh, this person is having a different perspective from the other one. He said that money cannot buy true love, true friendship, and loyalty or respect. He has a different perspective. Many rich people are alone and in poor physical condition, and their bank accounts are of little comfort to them. Oh, this person has different views about money. Oh, let's have number 2. Do children make us laugh or increase our worry? Please read.
The having a children changes our life
Yes.
forever. We will never again be able to satisfy our own whims and desires as easily as before. Instead, we have to moderate our own selfishness in the um, realization, real, realization,
Realization.
realization. Thus, we have a serious responsibility to take care of our kids. The worries, the skip,
Multiplying.
multiplying along with their accompanying health concerns and financial needs. And they continue long after the kids grew up and are able to take care of themselves. In fact, they never end.
Okay. Having children changes our lives forever. We will never again be able to satisfy our own whims and desires as easily before. Instead, we have to moderate our own selfishness in the realization that we have a serious responsibility to take care of our kids. The worries just keep multiplying, along with their accompanying health concerns and financial needs. And they continue long after kids grow up and are able to take care of themselves. In fact, they never end. Yeah. This person is trying to say that yes, children changes our lives forever because yes, it gives us the unimaginable joy, the unimaginable happiness, but somehow it gives us also serious responsibility to take care of our kids. Do you agree with this? We
Yeah.
have the moment we become parent to our children, we have a serious responsibility to them, right?
Yes.
Yes, because we need to take care of them, we need to provide them, okay? Their accompanying their health concerns and financial needs. And we will continue doing this long after kids, when they grow up and when they are able to take care of themselves. In fact, they never end. You know, when our children was still little, was still young, we always look after for their good health. When they grow up into like 7 or 8, still we will look up to them, making sure that they are in good health, that everything is okay with them. When they grow up, attending to high school, attending to college, still we look after their safety, their comfort. Then when they get married, still we look after to them because we want to see them happy with their family as well. When they have their children, that is our grandchildren, still we would look after for their welfare and safety. So our responsibility for our children never ends, right?
Yeah.
Yes. But of course, they gave us joy and happiness. The joy and happiness that we cannot buy anywhere. It's very good. It's always happy. It's always an excellent feeling knowing that we have our own children. Do you also feel that way? Are
Yeah.
you happy? Oh, yes. Yes, every time we look at our children, there is this intense, there is this so much joy and happiness looking at them because we know that they are our own children. Yeah. I cannot imagine having, I cannot imagine a life without a kid. So that
Mhm.
is why, yes, that is why I am always grateful that I have one kid. Yeah. I have one kid, I have one daughter, and I am always happy. I am very grateful that fact that I have one because I cannot imagine living this life alone. Yeah. So that is why children changes our life forever because it gives us unimaginable joy and yeah, overload of happiness. But again, we have also to take serious responsibility of providing them good life that they deserve. Okay, so next meeting we will continue to discuss yeah on page 124 and we will move forward on question 2. Yeah, letter B. Do you have something to say?
No.
Thank you so much for your time. And I am sorry I have many excuses this morning. I'm so sorry for that. Thank you so much for understanding again. I wish you a great day ahead with your family and with your kids. And of course, I wish you luck, yes, of course, in your business.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a great day ahead. See you tomorrow.